We are having one crazy day in the markets today, ladies and gentlemen, apes and ape bets. It is going to get crazy out there. We are seeing a whipsaw back and forth. We're going from panic mode to greed mode, back to panic mode. Thank you, trading algorithms, for all the volatility, but we need to get into all of this information. AMC is down about 5% today. So let's dive into it. I don't want to waste any of your time. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. As make sure to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. So the SPY is down about 0.5%. We were down about 1.2%. And this whole free fall that we've seen, just full on panic sell off mode, going from 441 on the SPY down to 435. That's a big move. That's a $6 over $6 move. Huge move. It happened because the Ukrainian president came out and said that he expects the invasion of Ukraine to start on Wednesday, February 16th. But then he came out and said he was being sarcastic. Take a look at this. It says, a senior Ukrainian official has denied that President Zelensky was being literal when he said in an address to the nation that he'd been told a Russian attack would begin on February 16th. Mikhailo Podolyak, a presidential advisor, that Zelensky was being ironic. So maybe they have a weird sense of humor over there, but the markets did not take it that way at first. And then once that news came out that he was being sarcastic, the markets started to rally. Just fucking ridiculous at this point, right? But it's going to move the markets a lot. If an invasion starts on Wednesday, I mean, you're going to see a drawdown in the markets like we've seen today, but there's going to be a lot of volatility back and forth, back and forth. And to be quite honest, this move that we're seeing today might kind of damper down some of the crazy headlines that we get, because if you're going to say as a presidential leader and be sarcastic that an invasion is going to happen Wednesday, 2 days away, and then come out right after and say you were not being serious, you were being sarcastic, you can't really take that president all too seriously. So I'm going to want to watch to see how new headlines do develop if obviously Russia does invade, but I think the markets might start to relax a little bit when they hear some of these crazy comments. Now, there's a lot of other things that are going on today as well. The Fed meeting, which was at 11:30 a.m. today, nothing came out of that. It is a closed door meeting. We do not get the transcript of what was actually said for a very long time, so we won't know what was said. Maybe today in after hours something might be announced, maybe tomorrow, but we do know for sure we have the Fed minutes that come out on Wednesday at about 4 p.m. And you guys can see that right here. That is on my little schedule that I have put together on Wednesday. It says 7 p.m. on Trading Economics, but it's really 4 p.m. You get the FOMC minutes. That's where I would expect to hear something about that emergency meeting. If not, we just might not hear anything, but definitely get some kind of follow-up by Wednesday. So keep that in mind. That's what is going to move the markets next. And on top of that, tomorrow you do also have the PPI data that comes out. That's the producer price index, and that is inflation for the producer side of things. So that's going to move the markets, but that does come out at 1:30 p.m. So it's not going to dictate your pre-market move or anything like that. I just want to see how the SPY closes by the end of the day, because we're kind of in this weird limbo mode. We're not going higher, we're not going lower. Kind of fucking crazy to me. You're going to be sarcastic about an invasion on Wednesday and move the markets. This candle alone, these two candles were like from bottom all the way up here. That's a ridiculous move. A 1% move. Just from the downside to the upside and then right back down about 0.5% again right after that. So it's going to be crazy. I do expect big moves, and I do expect a lot of volatility, so be safe in your guys' trading. But let's dive into the information around AMC that you need to know. If you have not seen the video earlier, Renaissance Technologies has increased their AMC position by 86.71%. Now they own 4.7 million shares of AMC, and they are a quant hedge fund. They use different data points, technical analysis. They use a lot of things to come up with their conclusions to buy or sell stocks, and they are a very well performing hedge fund, one of the best of all time as far as quant hedge funds are concerned. So that's very interesting, and all in all is a bullish thing. As far as let's take a look at the Ortex data. We're looking at 21.83% short interest of free float, 112.05 million shares that are sold short, cost to borrow max of 3.54%. It does not look like the share utilization is going down at all, still at 100%. Now, I want to watch the correlation between the cost to borrow and the utilization. Like I said in the last video, if you do see the cost to borrow say go to 10% and the share utilization starts to come down, then that's, you know, telling you how bullish or potentially how bearish market participants, people with large positions, are starting to feel towards AMC. If the cost to borrow keeps going up and the utilization stays at 100, that's the best case scenario. That is very, very bullish. So I will watch that very closely. And the days to cover is at 2.55. So that is also looking very, very nice. As far as some of the earnings that you guys probably want to know, Avis Budget Group, that one can move a lot, and that's in after hours. Advanced Auto Parts and Arista, those can all move pretty big. On Tuesday you have Roblox, Upstart, Airbnb, Viacom. On Wednesday you have Shopify, Nvidia, Applied Materials, Trade Desk, Crocs, and Matterport, Kraft Heinz, and Generic, and Fastly as well. Thursday, Roku, Dropbox, Sunrun, Yeti, Fiverr, Walmart, and Palantir, and Redfin. So we're still in earnings season. A lot of your smaller companies that are now reporting. On Friday, DraftKings. That's going to be one that is very interesting and could actually make for a good play. It's all going to depend on what the PPI numbers are, how the market is feeling, what happens with the whole Ukraine-Russia situation. If the Fed comes out and says something crazy as well, that will all dictate how the markets are going to feel and how they are going to act the rest of this week. I don't really even know what to fucking say about this. This is crazy. I mean, fucking ridiculous to say the least. But if we do take a look, oil did shoot up today. We actually made a trade on that, and literally, I mean, right when those comments came out, it went up. Once he said he was being sarcastic, it came right back down. So take it for what you guys want. It's all starting to sound like a little bit of bullshit if you ask me, but hey, who knows? Russians, they can do whatever the fuck they want when it comes down to it. But when you're looking at this chart, the 15-minute chart on AMC, something that I do want to see is right here. I want to see AMC stay above this price at about $17.80 per share. That's exactly where we are at right now, and you're not seeing that sell-off actually accelerating. This is really the level you win up that first day. This is February 9th, and then leveled out and then made that next rally. And then in pre-market where we did open, that's where you touched right here, and now we are touching that again. So 1780 looks to be a pretty substantial level. If we break under that, it wouldn't surprise me to go back down to $15 per share. Then again, it's going to depend on what the markets do and how the markets are feeling. And finally, I do also want to talk about the option flow for the day, because you have 85% positive order value, 11 orders totaling $2.2 million, and 85% positive order value is a very large amount. You're seeing more $30 calls right here. Any crazy ones? No, a lot of $20 and $30 calls. You're seeing a $40 call right there for March 18th. So, I mean, considering that's like a 100% move, over 100% move from here, that's extremely, extremely bullish. So keep that in mind. If we stay above 1780 by the end of close and in after hours, that should also be a very good thing. It's all going to matter, and it looks like the SPY is starting to rally, so that could be a good thing heading into the rest of the day and tomorrow. So that is going to be all for this video. That's really all you guys need to know without saving you just going into bullshit you don't need to know. That's what is going to dictate the markets. That is what to look for AMC and to watch out for. That's all the data that you guys need to know. So hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you have not already. Get yourself some free stock, link down below in the description of this video. You got Weeble, Moo, and Public down there. Take advantage of those links, get yourself some free stock. You can never go wrong by doing that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.